What's up?
Hi, James. Hi, everyone.
So, we do these every Thursday where we interview an agent that's killing it, that's basically to provide tremendous value to the real estate industry. And today I am so happy to be here with Brooke Dunbar. What's going on, Brooke?
God is good, James. All is well. All is well. I'm so excited for 2023 and what it has in store. Not only for me personally, but for our industry, for EXP, for my connections and building relationships. I'm just excited,
Yep.
anticipating and excited.
Yep. I'm excited as well. So, I mean, you know, the market shifted, right? So everybody, I ain't say everybody. Some people they're kind of looking at the glass half empty, right?
Mhm.
But people like me and you, we really don't look at it that way. We always look at it as half full and opportunities in of itself. So before we kind of get into that whole part of it, I know you've been on before, but I mean it might be somebody that doesn't know the Brooke story, right?
Okay.
Can you tell us about you and like how you got into this whole real estate stuff?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And you know what? I love sharing this story because it was literally a triumph for me. So, again, my name is Brooke Dunbar. I've been in the industry for maybe about 5 years now. And I always say that I was uh, like forced into the industry. I was laid off from corporate America all my adult life. Since I graduated college, I worked in corporate America. Um, I was laid off. My husband was laid off 2 weeks apart. No savings. We paycheck to paycheck people. And you know what? It was just like a prayer. God just showed me the way, which he did. I got a severance, which was one severance. My husband didn't have a severance. We sold every penny. When I mean, I prayed over that severance and I went to real estate school. My husband, he does, more of like the contracting side of it. And we just started a brand new business, a brand new career, and we went full throttle. Like I'm talking about beast mode, going hard. It was like a baby was birthed with our real estate company, and we treated it as a baby and just went full throttle with it. And so I'm a licensed real estate agent through EXP, but I also have, along with my husband, Regal Legacy Group, which is our fix and flip business. We do investments, get you lending, uh, get your house renovated from ground up, and then we resell your house to get you your return on your investment. So we do investments, commercial and residential, and educate you along the way.
It sounds like you was the the making offers person before that became so popular now, right?
The what offers? Say it
The,
again. You said making offers?
yeah, the making offers person. 'Cause, like I mean that's like when you talk about guarantees, that's like one of the biggest guarantees.
Yeah.
Like now it's like hey we can get you an offer on your home.
Oh,
So
oh,
you was
absolutely.
already doing it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, so that was it. And like I said, it was one of the best decisions that we took fear out of it because we didn't go back into corporate. We didn't submit resumes. Oh, we got to find another job. Oh, we got to do this. I'm like, I'm not going through that again. I'm not putting my faith, my family's faith into a company's hand just to say, you know what, thank you for your 15 years of service. We don't need you anymore. We're closing shop or whatever. So that's what we did. We just literally stepped out on faith, and it was one of the best decisions that we could have ever made.
Love it, love it. So all right, all right, so right now we're going into 2023, right?
Hmm.
Like what are some of the things that Brooke is doing to prepare for her business for this new year?
Great. And you mentioned something, and we didn't even talk about it before we went live. But my motto that I talked about, or my motto for this 2023 is pivot, not panic. You know what I mean? We're so brilliant, especially in the real estate industry. Pivot, don't panic. Because this industry has shifted, we're brilliant. We can do so many things. This is like this industry is humongous. So learn. collaborate. So to answer your question, it's the collaboration piece. It's still reaching out, still having a mentor. I don't care how many years you've been in this industry, how you killing it in this industry. I need a James. I need a Levi. I call y'all. Look, I'm struggling. I need help, or I don't know the answer to this because I don't. You know what I mean? Always like treat myself as the student. I'm a student who will always need a teacher. I don't care how amazing I'm doing, how I'm killing the game. I'm always going to have that mentor. I'm always going to have that teacher. I'm always going to have that go-to to build myself better so that I can be that teacher for the next agent or someone else in the industry coming in. So I always keep that student mentality. You know what I mean? Like I always want to be around brilliant people such as yourself, your wife, Levi, Sharmitra, all these great people that I met in this industry. So that's one. Pivot, don't panic. Learn, grow, and inspire. I got that from another mentor of mine, my guy, Dr. White. So just learn, inspire, and grow. Do it daily, 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 and build those connections and relationships.
Love it. Love it. I mean, I always like to use the football analogy. Like, what I'm saying? Like the players play on the field, but, and they've done all this training and all this other stuff, but they got a coach on the sideline and they also got a coach sitting up in the bull, high looking over the whole situation, to tell them stuff that they can't see. A lot of times, like when you on the field, you see some stuff, but, somebody that's sitting up and they're looking at it on a different view, they can tell you different things that you don't really see yourself. That's going to help you to score or to get to the finish line in of itself. So love that, man. So pivot, don't panic. I mean, it seems like you should be putting that on a T-shirt or.
I know. I'm telling no, because it's like I get into the space where I go to my higher power. God, just help me. What do I need to do? And it was like the pivot, don't panic, especially when the interest rates, everybody's just panicking and, oh God, I need to find a corporate job or a part-time job. I'm like, no, we're brilliant. We were put in this industry. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, because if our clients are panicking, we're that zen for them. I got you. That's how we should be in our business. No. We got ourselves in this. You know what I mean? Like, so I just said, okay, if this area is kind of like I'm not maximizing, guess what? There's another area in real estate. You know what I mean? There's, you can do, like I said, the investment side, or you can focus on, foreclosures, working with your lenders, getting with your builders. So I have some real live examples of what I did. So like even with the builders, I reached out to a lot of the new builders. Okay, y'all still building. It's not like y'all stopped building. So I got in with the builders, built those relationships, was going on site and was getting clients that was unrepresented. There were clients, potential buyers going, looking at the property. Hey, I'm, passing on my car. Hey, I'm Brooke. I'm a realtor. Hey, there's a new community here. Building those relationships, working with your lenders, going to all these agent, events. Agent events, hooking up with lenders and other agents. It's just you're not on an island, and I hate being on an island. I need that community. So what better way but to use my community? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think really, I mean, the whole thing is like the real estate agents that know how to do business start to do business and start to get more market share by doing the stuff that you probably didn't have to do or wasn't even thinking about doing before.
Mhm.
I heard somebody say like money transfers when you solve problems. So whenever you're that person that's solving the problem, guess what? You're going to be the one that's going to get the business.
Yeah,
And like reaching out to the builders, like, they have problems, right?
yeah.
So if you're able to position yourself as somebody that can help them by bringing them people that are qualified, then guess what? Then you're going to win. They're going to win.
It's a win-win.
It's a
It's a
win-win with that
yeah,
situation, right?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so that building of relationships has really helped me not feel the brunt of the shift.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I mean that's the whole thing. Like, with anybody, like you gotta look at like all the opportunities, not necessarily the problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's a problem there, right? But
Yeah.
in every problem, there's always an opportunity. I know Warren Buffett always says, like, when things are good, bring a cup. When things are bad, go get a bucket. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you want to invest more, into that whole thing.
Yeah.
But the people that do the work now, by the time when the shift is all over with, guess what? They're going to be the ones with more market share. They're going to have more of the clients, more of the people. Those are people that are putting the work in now, and that seems like something that you're doing and that you're focusing on.
Correct. Absolutely. And guess what? Your previous clients, you know what I mean? Who was in this market when you started the business, that may want to resell their house or maybe be moving from the state. Always stay in communication with your clients. Always send them cards during the holidays and keep that relationship. It's not you sold them a house once and you not don't ghost them. Stay in contact because guess what? You provided them with world-class service. They're going to continue to give you business. So just say, hey, it's your girl Brooke. Do you know anyone, that's looking for anything? It's so many different ways. Just being yourself, genuine and personable, that can take your business to the next level.
Man, speaking of that, I mean, I was talking to somebody about, like, managing your database, but not manage your database just to, see, send out property blasts, but just more so, putting as many people in your database as possible,
Mm-hmm.
just so you can, position yourself and be able to send offers to them,
Yep.
about what's going on in the markets, and offer to them about what you're able to do to them. Like, what are some of the things that you're doing with your database? Because I mean, I already know you got one. I mean, I don't even have to ask the question. I know you got one. But what are some of the things you're doing to stay in front of your clients, your past clients?
My past
Past,
that
yeah, both of them.
my past clients, I'll send them during the holidays. I'll send them things, because their birthday. So I always send happy birthday little cards, or text or message, or emailing them, or just and I always get reply back. Hey Brooke, I know somebody. Oh hey Brooke, I got somebody who's interested in commercial or an investor. So just always have your database, and then just reach out to them every now and again. That goes such a long way. Just keep it in communication. I have a great story. So one of my clients, who I assisted through the Divvy program, fight just reached her third year. So she actually successfully went through the Divvy program and purchased her house after doing the rent to purchase for 3 years. And she was over the moon. She called me. She said, Brooke, I just closed. I just did the whole program. Now my daughter's interested. I had this person interested, because she was such a success that, in just that, just her reaching out, and me always checking on her. Hey, how's it going? How's the house? She was like, no, I love the house. I'm gonna stick with the house. But look, that's 3 years later. You know what I mean? And in the interim, I'm still reaching out. And then when she finally closed, now the house is actually hers because she did the lease to purchase program. It was just such a reward. I'm like, girl, I am so happy and proud of you. And now look at, other referrals that could come from that.
Yeah, I think you said it all in the beginning. You said relationships.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
absolutely.
people. I know. Coach Burt. He always talks about, like, you don't have a money problem. You have a people problem.
Yeah,
People have the money. So if you can get in front of more people, then that's going to take care of that whole situation in of itself.
yeah.
Um,
Be genuine.
yeah.
Be genuine and be you. And that light is gonna that people gonna want to do business with you. They're gonna love you. I'm telling you.
So I've seen some of the stuff that you've been doing on social media. I've been seeing some of the events and stuff like that you've been kind of hosting and putting on.
Mhm.
Like what kind of led you into doing that kind of in person, setting things up and doing things of that nature.
Because I was on the reverse side. It may seem like, oh my gosh, she's, she loves talking and being. I was such an introvert. I'm telling you, I was not like, public speaking. Oh my God, my heart would be racing. But I'm like, me being the client, or me sitting in, seeing how much it affected me and enlightened me. I'm like, I want to be that. I want to be that for somebody else. So I just, just decided to start traveling. If someone invited me and Steven to come and speak about investments and things of that nature, I'm coming. I'll see you, on that due date. So just like I said, being that teacher for someone else, just to say, hey, I was in your shoes. I was the one who got laid off. I was the one, who was paycheck to paycheck. And now, being an investor and teaching about investments and getting your return on your investments and building your legacy for your children, build a legacy, leave an inheritance. Like that's my motto. I live by it. So that's what gives me joy now, to give that back to someone else, because I was once in those shoes, in that seat, listening.
Yeah. So I mean, and I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, the thing comes full circle, right? I mean, you're turning around and you're giving of yourself, your time, your information, and stuff like that. I mean, like, people are probably more freely to give to you, and
Mhm.
you're able to be able to benefit just from that stuff as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, yep, get with some organizations. I was a part of an organization. Brooke, can you come here? Can you travel here? Can you talk? And you're building those relationships. You're meeting these mayors and these state officials who are like, hey, this is something that we want to do here in that city, or whatever. And yeah, you're getting paid for your time, for your time flying there, for your accommodation. So it's treat your business like a business. You know what I mean? And like I said, I love it. I love what I do. I eat and breathe it. And this is just something that I would like to share with others. Especially if you want to be in real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. So all
Hmm.
right, so like a lot of people. I mean, it's the beginning of the year. They're setting, have already set goals or are in the process of setting goals for themselves. Like what are some of the goals that you've set for yourself, and what are some of the things that you're putting in place to make sure you hit those goals?
Absolutely. So just if you have like an actual goal, like a number goal, then that's fine. I know I did that last year. This year it's more of that relationship building, because I am looking to do developments, and just like I said, now sitting in our town hall meetings, sitting in on master plan meetings in my target area where I sell at, you know um, getting with these new developers and these builders and things of that nature, because I do want to take my business to another level. Still do residential and investment and commercial, but I still want to do other things, broaden my business, broaden it. So yes, definitely I'm still doing real estate as far as residential is concerned, but my goal is to do more of the development side of it, if that makes sense right now. That's you know what that's the goal that we have set for our business. But yeah, just if you have a monetary goal, if you say, hey, I want to touch 20 families, I want to touch 100 families, stick with that goal. Have your, like you said, have your database. You have to reach out to people. I was taught years ago, if even though you're in your craft and you've been in your industry for so long, sometimes if it's not working, sometimes you may have to get back to the basics. The door knocking,
Mhm.
getting your things, meeting the people in your subdivision, in your community. If you have if you live in an apartment, what better way
Yeah.
to get turn that into homeowners? Get with the person in your association, host meetings there. So sometimes getting back to the basic stuff is because we forget, or we think maybe we've outgrown it. Getting back to the basics sometimes is what's going to help take your career to the next level.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would like to say, like, you got to get active, right?
Active.
Activity brings forth sale.
Yep.
Like, if you're just sitting around just hoping for business to come,
It's
I mean,
not.
it's probably not going to come. But
Mhm.
if you're actually active doing something, even if the actions that you're doing is not the thing that generates business, but you're doing something you think that's doing, you end up bumping into something, right? You bump, what I call spiritual bumpers, right? It's like so many times I've been doing one thing, thinking that this was the thing I was supposed to do, and
Mhm.
then I get bumped into something else, and that other thing that I was got bumped into was the thing that was breakthrough for me.
Absolutely. No, no, seriously, that's it. So even this, you know what I mean? This is exposure. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just came off of an 11 and a half hour flight. But I wasn't telling James no. I'm like, no, James. I said either I was gonna come out here with a hoodie, hat all the way to my eyes and do this interview. But baby, I made it some way, somehow, with some makeup on to do this interview. Because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna miss this opportunity. This is important for me. Like you're important to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna miss this opportunity to bless somebody else that's maybe listening. Like, you're a blessing doing this, putting this on. So always my hat goes off to you. But yeah, just don't miss an opportunity. Do it. Show up. Show up
So
and show out. You know what I mean?
love it. I mean, you're an influencer right now. The stuff that you've been doing, and flying around, speaking to people, and then flying around, like, just kind of enjoying life as well. So we just kind of, like, you just came off a trip. You want to dive into that a little bit? You just mentioned 11 hours. I mean, and then jumping back on like fast.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. But let me tell you this too: work-life balance. And I'm glad, because I didn't even write that in my note to speak about, but you just made it click. Work-life balance is so important. So I took about 2 weeks off. So for Christmas, my family, I have two boys and my husband. We did a 3-country tour. We did London, Paris, and Italy. When I mean to tell you, I just got back, like just got back, James. You got to see the suitcases is everywhere. I'm trying to pull things out, get my makeup out, and don't know where anything was. It's crazy. But you need that work-life balance. We work so hard. Why not treat yourself? I don't care if you going to do a staycation, because I do a lot of staycations here. Do anything that's going to give you a rejuvenation, give you an appreciation. Because if you're a workhorse and you're just working, 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 what's the gratification in that? You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a 5-minute trip to the city, or like I said, 11 and a half hour, out the country. Just treat yourself. But it was an amazing experience. This was my first time in Europe, so we loved it. The culture was amazing. Food was beyond amazing. So I'll definitely be back to Rome. But yeah, just treat yourself, because you deserve it. That's another motto. Treat yourself because you deserve it.
You deserve it. Love it. Now, all right, so I know when I do take my trips, and I might be able to get away. And actually, I agree with you 100%. Like, I mean, you got to do that, because like you can't just be always in the grind all
Yeah,
the time.
absolutely.
But I usually come back even more motivated than I was before, and a lot of answers sometimes are problems are solved when I'm on the trip. I mean,
Mhm.
when you're enjoying yourself, I mean, when you come back, are you rejuvenated to go ahead and take things
Oh,
to the next level?
and James, guess what? We just went under contract. I just got an email early this morning. They accepted my client's offer, and the other agent was so understanding. Like, girl, I know you're on vacation. Your internet may not be the best, but honey, they accepted that offer. So coming back with under contract was even better. So yeah, you're rejuvenated. You can you're just rejuvenated. You're ready to get back in the swing of things. You don't feel stressed out. So take that time to whatever. If maybe traveling is not your thing, anything, whatever it is, whatever helps you to get zen and rejuvenate. Find that balance and do it, because you'll love yourself and thank yourself in the end for taking self-care, doing self-care for you.
So one thing that I mean, I was listening to Brent, and he was actually talking about like planning the year out right from the beginning, and
Mhm.
planning out the vacations and everything, and just put it in your calendar. Like,
Yeah.
your goals that you got to hit in order
Yeah.
to go on that vacation, but the fact that it's in the calendar, it is set there. and you create a plan in order for you to get there. I mean, it just kind of keeps it top of the mind for you to hit that goal and move things forward. Uh,
Absolutely.
so for the agent that is in the process of they know this market shifted. They do have goals they want to hit in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how it is. Like usually by the end of January, the things that they said people say they were going to do, they're not doing it anymore. What are some of the things that you suggest that person to do just to stay accountable and be moving forward to hit that goal, by the end of the year and not be like everybody else in, the world that pretty much gives up in January.
Mm-hmm. Have a planner. Have your planner. Have you like it's a scripture, and I hope I'm not getting it wrong, but like once it's written, it's like the vision becomes plain. Write your vision, write your goals down, write it down. And then I have to check off. Okay, I gotta do this, and this. If it's calling to get listings, just whatever your goal is, stick to the script, stick to the plan. Just you treat your business like a business, you know what I mean? Like it should be a routine. So if you're struggling in an area, have your plan. If you say, hey, Brooke, I don't even know what my plan is, have a mentor. You know what I mean? I'm a certified mentor as well. James, you're a mentor. Get with a mentor. Get with someone who may give you suggestions on what has helped them so that you can develop that kind of strategy to help you. But coming up with daily things, oh, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow when I wake up to do my plan. You can't do it like that. You have to literally, okay, this is my January goal. If you can't do forward thinking, and maybe I shouldn't say forward thinking, if your thing is not to have that planned out so far, short goals. Short goals are amazing. I'm a short goal lady. So you know what I mean? Because that helps me stick to that script. This is my January goal, what I'm gonna do, or my weekly goal. You could break it down weekly or whatever, but whatever works for you, stick with it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just because everybody's different. If you can't plan it out a full year, whatever's going to be better for you and how you're planning that works for you, then do it that way.
Love it, Brooke.
Yeah,
Love it. Well, man, I definitely appreciate you coming in and just kind of sharing and being the person that you are that's killing it and just really being a person of influence, within the real estate space in of itself. So
and thank you too for all you do, because you, like some people, and I always give them flowers. I always give somebody flowers while they're here on this earth. You're also amazing. Your whole family is amazing. I had an opportunity to meet your babies. I know your wife, she's amazing. But you guys are killing it too. You're such an influence for other people. So I don't know if people tell you enough, but you're killing it. You're humble. When I met you that time, I wasn't even with EXP, and I'm like, nah, like it's too. You guys are too great for me not to jump on board. You know what I mean? So continue to do what you're doing. I think you guys are just amazing. Your family's amazing. So hats off to you, and keep up the great work. And I know you got amazing things in store for 2023.
love it, love it. Once again, I mean, like I said, we do these every Thursday where we're interviewing somebody that's killing it in the industry. Brooke has been one of the people that has been dear to me as far as what she's been able to do in and of itself. So, I mean, I just want to thank you for that. And let's keep growing, let's keep building. I want to see more and more of what you do going into the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you for being here along the ride. And I can't wait to share what's next.
Yep, yep. If anybody wants to know more about some of the stuff that Brooke is doing, definitely reach out to her. You want to know about how you can how you can partner with her or partner with our group. Definitely reach out for that as well.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right. I see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.